High above the sapphire waters of the Mediterranean Sea, a sentinel of stone stands watch. The Kasbah of Algiers, a labyrinth of ancient alleyways and sun-drenched courtyards. It is a place frozen in time, a whisper of empires long gone. Here history is not merely read, it is lived. The Kasbah is a maze of narrow, winding streets. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the narrow passages. This is a place of hidden courtyards. Each stone, each archway has borne witness to the ebb and flow of civilizations. Wander through the Kasbah's winding alleys, and you'll feel the weight of history enveloping you. Each corner reveals a new story. The air is filled with the scent of jasmine and spices, immersing you in a different time and place. The story of the Kasbah of Algiers begins not with stone but with water. Freshwater springs, a rarity on the rugged North African coast. These springs, bubbling up from the slopes of the Sahel Hills, dictated the location of this ancient city. It was the Phoenicians, master seafarers and traders who first recognized the potential of this site. In the 7th century BC, they established a small trading post here. This initial settlement laid the foundation for what would become the mighty Kasbah. The Vandals, however, were not destined to rule for long. In the 6th century AD, the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I launched a reconquest of North Africa. The Zirids, recognizing the strategic importance of Icosium, decided to fortify the ancient city. This citadel, built on the highest point of the hills overlooking the harbour, marked the true beginning of the Kasbah. The term Kasbah, meaning citadel or fortress in Arabic, signified its new role as a military stronghold. The 16th century marked a transformative period for the Kasbah, characterized by maritime dominance and audacious raids. Following the conquest of Constantinople, the Ottoman Empire expanded its influence westward. Amidst this expansion, the Barbary Corsairs rose to prominence within the Kasbah. Supported by the Ottoman Empire, these privateers established the Kasbah as a hub for their maritime ventures. The Corsairs' plunder brought immense wealth, spurring rapid development in the Kasbah. This newfound prosperity led to the construction of grand palaces, mosques and lush gardens, all funded by the Corsairs' exploits. The Mediterranean, a stage for empires, and the Kasbah, a prize fiercely contested. In 1516, the Ottoman fleet, under the command of the legendary Admiral Hayreddin Barbarossa, arrived at the shores of Algiers. The city, weakened by internal strife and facing the threat of Spanish invasion, welcomed Barbarossa with open arms. The Kasbah became a stronghold of the Ottoman Empire, its ramparts bristling with cannons. The Spanish, however, did not relinquish their claim on the Kasbah easily. In 1518, a powerful Spanish armada laid siege to the city. The Kasbah's walls trembled under the relentless bombardment of Spanish cannons. The 18th century brought new challenges. The might of the Ottoman Empire began to wane. In 1830, the French, driven by imperial ambitions, landed on Algerian shores. The French swiftly conquered Algiers. The Kasbah, under heavy French artillery fire, could not withstand the onslaught. The Kasbah, however, proved more resilient than its conquerors imagined. Despite attempts to erase its identity, the Kasbah's spirit endured. The labyrinthine alleys, though scarred by demolition and neglect, continued to pulse with life. The Kasbah became a crucible of Algerian resistance during the long and bloody struggle for independence. In 1962, after more than a century of colonial rule, Algeria finally achieved its independence. Today, the Kasbah stands as a testament to Algerian resilience and the indomitable spirit of its people. The Kasbah of Algiers is not merely a collection of buildings, it is a symphony in stone and tile. Its architecture, a harmonious blend of Berber, Arab and Ottoman influences, reflects the city's rich and layered history. Each archway, each courtyard, each intricately carved doorway tells stories of cultural fusion and architectural ingenuity. The houses, clustered together as if seeking warmth and protection, rise in a cascade of whitewashed cubes towards the azure sky. Their flat roofs, connected by a network of narrow terraces, create a hidden world above the bustling alleys. Here, under the watchful gaze of the sun and the stars, life moves at a different rhythm. The Kasbah's streets, a labyrinthine network of narrow passageways, seem to defy logic and geometry. They twist and turn, widen and narrow, as if charting the unpredictable course of history itself. Sunlight struggles to penetrate this dense urban fabric, casting long, dancing shadows that seem to hold the secrets of centuries. These narrow alleys, far from being mere thoroughfares, are the lifeblood of the Kasbah. They are spaces where neighbours gather, children play, and vendors hawk their wares. The air, thick with the scent of spices, freshly baked bread, and the faintest hint of sea salt, speaks of the Kasbah's vibrant street life. As you wander through this maze, imagine the footsteps of generations who have walked these same stones. The Kasbah's architecture is a masterclass in the interplay of light and space. The houses, with their often plain and unadorned facades, reveal a hidden world of intricate design and beauty within. Courtyards, bathed in soft, diffused light, offer a serene escape from the lively streets outside. Rooms, thoughtfully arranged around the central courtyard, are crafted to harness natural light and ensure optimal ventilation. The Kasbah's design transcends mere functionality. It embodies a lifestyle, showcasing the human spirit's resilience and ability to create beauty in even the most demanding environments. Guardians of a timeless legacy. The Kasbah of Algiers stands as a testament to human resilience. Despite centuries of conflict, its heart still beats strong. The laughter of children, the aroma of traditional dishes and the chanting of muezzins, all are testaments to the Kasbah's spirit. Today, the Kasbah faces new challenges. Overcrowding, poverty and modernization threaten its ecosystem. Yet, a movement works tirelessly to preserve its heritage. Architects and communities join forces to restore the Kasbah. Restoration projects aim to preserve traditional techniques while adapting to modern life. Cultural initiatives ensure its legacy inspires future generations. As the sun sets over the Kasbah, one feels hope for this timeless treasure. Section 1. The Iron Fist of Change. The French conquest of Algiers in 1830 marked a pivotal moment in the Kasbah's history. The Kasbah was soon under the iron grip of French colonial rule. French administrators viewed the Kasbah's intricate urban fabric with both fascination and disdain. They considered the narrow, winding alleys chaotic and unsanitary. The labyrinthine layout was seen as a hindrance to efficient governance. The French began transforming the Kasbah to align with their own ideals. The sound of hammers demolishing ancient walls echoed through the Kasbah. Wide, straight boulevards were carved through the heart of the old city. Traditional houses were razed to make way for grand administrative buildings. The Kasbah's social fabric was disrupted. The French administration enforced policies to segregate and control the population. Traditional gathering places were monitored, curtailing their role in social life. The French transformation of the Kasbah came at a heavy human cost. The demolitions displaced thousands of families, forcing them from their homes and disrupting centuries-old community ties. Many were relocated to newly created neighborhoods on the outskirts of the city, far from the familiar rhythms and social networks of the Kasbah. The demographics of the Kasbah underwent a dramatic shift. European settlers, attracted by economic opportunities, began to move into the newly constructed buildings and wider streets of the modernized Kasbah. This influx of outsiders further eroded the Kasbah's traditional social fabric, creating tensions between the old and new inhabitants. The French administration implemented policies aimed at suppressing traditional ways of life. Arabic was gradually replaced by French in schools and official settings. Traditional Islamic education was discouraged, while French curricula were promoted. The Kasbah, once a vibrant center of Islamic scholarship and artistic expression, found its cultural life increasingly constrained. Traditional crafts such as woodworking, calligraphy, and copper engraving struggled to survive as the demand for European goods grew. The French often relegated the work of the Kasbah's craftsmen to the realm of exotic souvenirs, failing to recognize the deeper cultural significance embedded in these traditions. The Kasbah refused to be silenced. Despite French efforts, the spirit of defiance thrived. These narrow alleys became sanctuaries for covert operations. Displaced residents preserved their heritage and stories. Hammams doubled as secret gathering spots for women. A new generation began to assert their identity. Students eagerly consumed banned literature. Artists channeled their dissent through music, poetry, and literature. The Kasbah evolved into a symbol of Algerian nationalism. The year 1962 marked a watershed moment in the Kasbah's tumultuous history. Algeria finally achieved its hard-won independence. The Kasbah, for so long a symbol of oppression, could finally breathe the air of freedom. But the road to recovery was fraught with challenges. The euphoria of independence was tempered by the sobering reality of the Kasbah's condition. Decades of overcrowding and conflict had taken their toll. The Kasbah, a testament to Algerian identity and resilience, became a focal point of rebuilding efforts. Today, the Kasbah of Algiers stands at a pivotal moment. Since independence, efforts have led to significant achievements. Buildings have been stabilized, water systems restored, and crafts revived. The Kasbah is alive with children playing, vendors selling, and the muezzin's call to prayer. However, it remains a place of contrasts. Behind restored facades, poverty and overcrowding persist. Modernization and tourism pressures threaten its traditional life. Tourists bring revenue, but also challenges. Once intimate, the Kasbah is now exposed to outsiders. Balancing authenticity and tourism demands is a constant debate. The future depends on its inhabitants. Their connection, resilience, and determination will shape its fate. The Kasbah, like Algiers, is a testament to human spirit and resilience. The Kasbah of Algiers stands as a weathered sentinel, overlooking the vast expanse of the Mediterranean Sea. Its labyrinthine alleys and sun-drenched courtyards whisper tales of a rich and tumultuous past, a tapestry woven from the threads of countless civilizations. The Phoenicians, Romans, Berbers, Ottomans, French, each left their indelible mark on this ancient city, shaping its destiny and forging its unique character. Today, the Kasbah is a testament to the enduring power of human resilience. Despite centuries of conflict and neglect, its heart still beats strong. The aroma of traditional dishes wafting from its kitchens, the rhythmic chanting of muezzins, calling the faithful to prayer, all these are testaments to the Kasbah's enduring spirit. The Kasbah's future, however, remains uncertain. The pressures of modernization, the influx of tourists, and the ongoing struggle to balance preservation with the needs of its inhabitants pose significant challenges. Yet within the heart of this ancient city, a spirit of hope endures. The people of the Kasbah, guardians of its legacy, continue to breathe life into its ancient walls, their resilience a testament to the enduring power of culture, community, and the human spirit in the face of an ever-changing world.